All right, this is our combo segment, Bench, Burner, and Boob of the Week. And since no one really watches this segment, we just do it for our own amusement. So,
really
just shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Well, I guess so.
I guess. So, nobody's watching this video anyway. So,
matter.
we're just going to have a good time.
Yes.
And why don't you start with your, I don't know, whatever you want to start with, because nobody's watching this anyway.
We like starting with the boobs.
Boobs! We always like to start with the boobs.
We do. So,
which we can say because no one's watching this anyway.
So,
and if you do watch this, please forward this to everyone.
Everyone.
Because we're going to try to make this like our highest viewed of the week. I just made that up.
Right, new.
All right, go.
Okay. So, Boob of the Week, Marion Barber. Not real surprising.
Do you need to say anything else?
I don't know.
Just say Marion Barber.
You know, in fact, I'm going to say it a little bit more.
Okay. Because no one's watching this anyway.
No one's watching this. So, T-Boob. How about that?
Is that like T-Bag?
It's like
no one's watching this.
Okay, good point. I hope. T-Boob. And what I mean by this is that Tebow, right, has continued on his streak with the help of not just his own team, but by other teams that he's playing against. Yeah. Okay? Marion Barber, if he would have just stayed in bounds, and he knew it. He knew it as soon as he stepped out of bounds. He like slapped it, but he's like, ah! Like he knew he should have stayed in bounds to run out the clock. Yep. Denver was out of timeouts. Are you kidding me? Then he makes an incredible, redemptive move. Yeah. He makes that crazy pass in overtime to set up the Bears up for a reasonable field goal for Robbie Gould. And then what happens?
I don't mind the fumble.
Stripped.
I don't mind the fumble.
I do.
I don't mind it.
High and tight. He's a running back. He's a veteran running back. High and tight. He's not a rookie. Anyway, so Boob. That's why he gets the boob.
All right.
Boob. Bench burner.
I
mentioned this because a friend of mine in another league.
Did he follow your advice?
Actually, I don't know. He couldn't have followed my advice because I've been selfish, people. I have something to admit here. In our beta season of this fellas fantasy football advice giving activity that we do here, I have not shared it with my league. But almost cosmically, one guy in my league benched Steven Jackson in favor of who?
Beanie Wells.
Not Beanie Wells. Who was it? It was awful. Oh, in favor of Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. In favor of the law firm.
Badass of the year?
What? He wasn't my badass. He was like a sleeper or something. Anyway, but I'm telling you, that was a bad call.
Terrible.
Pretty clearly because he missed continuing his run in the playoffs by about 4 points.
Oh.
He only got 1 point from Jarvis, and he would have gotten at least, 16 from... 18 from Steven Jackson?
Ouch.
Anyway, so that's the bench burner. Didn't affect me. I'm still rocking and rolling in both my leagues. But you know what? That means start your studs. Start your Steven Jackson. Start your Adrian Peterson.
Wow.
Start your Ray Rices.
But you just said bench Ryan Matthews, and I said bench Phillip Rivers.
And neither one of those are studs.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay, last week, I didn't really have a bench burner. I mean, I could have. I had Palmer in my starting lineup till about 5 minutes before the game, and I dropped him.
He got the weather report.
Oh, I did. I got the weather report. It's windy. I was like, screw that. And so I picked up Rex Grossman. Rex Grossman scored like 15 points, but he scored about 0.4 points less than Tebow. So Tebow was sort of my bench burner, but I didn't need him. I won by 40 points. Whatever. Boob of the week. If you saw Gronkowski's amazing 49-yard catch, you see this guy sort of just on the edge of the two guys trying to tackle Gronkowski. And that dude's name is D'Angelo Hall. And D'Angelo Hall is assuming that the other two guys are going to tackle Gronkowski, and they do not. D'Angelo Hall eventually makes the tackle about 20 to 25 yards later.
Oh, my God.
But he's just watching the Gronk go by. I mean, he's like, oh, you gave up on the play. You can't give up on the play, D'Angelo. Come on.
I agree with you. And what's sad is that D'Angelo Hall is also a veteran. He's got a couple veteran boobs here. Yeah. This is not
veteran boobs. And you know what happens when boobs get veteran?
Yeah, they
sag.
Start to lose their perkiness.
Yeah. D'Angelo Hall lost his perkiness. Nobody's watching this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe they will now.
Does it?
All right.
Have a good week. FF Fellas, by the way, on Twitter. Yeah. And I'll eventually tweet something, so you should still follow. Peace.
Excellent.